Okay, so this morning we're just doing one-sided limits, which are the same as yesterday, but they have a little twist to them. If you notice, next to where it says limit as x approaches, and then they give you a number. So in number 1, it's a -2. There's a little minus sign up here. That means from the left. So when you look at -2 is your asymptote. So that's where the problem is. And where yesterday it does not exist because the left side went to infinity and the right side went to -infinity. Here they just want to know what happens to the graph on the left side. So this would be +infinity. In this next one, it says x approaches 2 from the right. Well, 2 is a discontinuity. So this is going to not be any different than yesterday's problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can factor, and x minus 2 does not factor, but x squared minus 7x plus 10 is x minus 2, x minus 5. And if you can see, the minus 2's bite the dust and leaves a 1 there. So when you put a 2 in to the x, it's going to be 1 over, oh, there's a minus sign here. I keep forgetting those minus signs. There's a minus sign over here. So it's going to be -1 over 2 minus 5, which is -1 over -3, which is 1/3. So on the second page, we've got the asymptote. It wants us to check what happens to this graph as it approaches 5 from the right. Well, from the right, it's going to go to -infinity. Same here. This one wants to see what happens at -5, which is also an asymptote, but from the left. And from the left, it approaches infinity because it goes up right there to the left of the asymptote. So the last two are the same situation, but this approaches -5 from the right. Well, -5 is the point of discontinuity. It's not an asymptote. So we just have to evaluate it. And this one is one you have to factor like we did yesterday, and it's the same result. So you would have x plus 5, x plus 2. They like 5s and 2s in this program. And that's a 1. And you're going to plug in a -5. So it's going to be 1 over -5 plus 2, which is -1/3. And the last one also wants us to find it at the point of discontinuity at the 3, which is not the asymptote. So we have to factor and cancel again. So we have x minus 3, and downstairs we have x minus 3, x minus 2. We'll put a 1 there. The 3's bite the dust. And we're plugging in a 3. So it's going to be 1 over 3 minus 2, which is 1. Let me know if you have any questions, and we're Zooming tomorrow. Bye.